Today is a sad day. Not only am I sick, but I also just found out that the possibility of Sony acquiring FromSoftware or their parent company, Kakao, is pretty much a done deal. If you don't know, and if you haven't seen my latest video, Sony is in the process of buying FromSoftware's parent company, Kakao. And just a quick rundown, FromSoftware are the developers behind uh, amazing titles like all the Dark Souls games, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and all that. And their parent company, Kakao, is in the midst of being bought from Sony. And since I made that video like a week ago, there has been more updates, which I just want to talk about. Because I mean, it isn't done yet. It isn't confirmed that it's bought, but it's pretty much like a done deal. So if you don't know what Kakao, they're huge. Like they are huge. They not like more huge than I knew last week. Not only do they have FromSoftware, but FromSoftware is like a very small component of them. They are much bigger when it comes to anime manga, and they have over 100,000 like novels under their belts. So they're massive, and Sony is about to own all of that, not only FromSoftware, but also all those novels. And I don't want that to happen. Like I know, I mean, obviously we don't know, but there is a huge possibility, and almost guaranteed, that if Sony and when Sony buys, because I don't think it's a matter of if or just when Sony acquires Kakao, they will fuck FromSoftware. They will fuck it up. We will lose what we know and love. But apparently, this deal is not something new. It's just new that we are hearing about it. Because apparently this deal has been going back and forth for a few years now. And apparently, which from the beginning I thought that it was Sony being greedy and being like, we want you under our grasps. But it's actually Kakao that reached out to Sony for them to buy. And they want Sony to buy them as a whole. And why is because a new villain has appeared out of nowhere named Kakao. And Kakao is a South Korean company that is apparently super huge as well. They're like humongous. And apparently they also want to acquire Kakao. However, they're more like a hostile takeover. And Kakao don't really want that, so they're like, no, we'd rather be with Sony than Kakao. And I know jack shit about Kakao. I just searched a little bit about them because I've never heard about them. Feel free to comment down below and give me more information about if you know more. But they're huge, and apparently Kakao is not very liked. So it's pretty much like you have like garbage and you have shit. Garbage being like Sony, shit being Kakao, and it's like you don't really like. It's like what do you choose? Both are bad, but one is apparently a bit worse. So Kakao apparently reached out to Sony for them to buy, and like no matter what, I think it's bad. Like no matter what happens, I think it's bad that Sony will get from software because they're they're just like they're bad. They don't know what they're doing. They're just focused on making like shit, and they want to include like live service in pretty much everything, which I don't understand why. But I mean, I don't really have much more. I recently just found this out that it was actually again Kakao that reached out to Sony, and that it's not confirmed, but it's pretty much like it will most likely happen, which is very sad. It's very sad. But I just really wanted to make this video and update you guys on what's happening and some more details. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.